Clean water is critical to human survival. Living in a developed country, we take clean water for granted. But in developing countries, finding clean, safe drinking water is a constant struggle. In fact, 80% of illnesses in developing countries are caused by poor water and unsanitary conditions. Water is not only used for drinking, but clean water is also essential for irrigation, animals, and bathing.
Madagascar is an island located off the southeast coast of Africa. With a population of over 22 million people, more than 11 million people in Madagascar do not have access to safe water. That's over half of the population. In Madagascar, women and children spend more than 3 hours each day collecting dirty water from local, unsafe sources. This can cause many health problems, such as diarrhea, which is the second highest killer of children under 5 in Madagascar.
We are Terps for Madagascar, a non-profit organization consisting of University of Maryland students and faculty whose mission is to improve the quality of living in Madagascar by increasing the number of accessible, clean water sources and improving the quality of existing ones. In order to decrease the number of water-related sickness and death, Terps for Madagascar plans to do 3 things: increase the number of wells and ground springs, improve the quality of water from existing sources, and increase the use of rainwater as a source of water.
Our first objective is to improve the quality of water that is already accessible. This involves making the water source cleaner and educating the people on how to decontaminate water after collection. First, it is important to have the Malagasy people boil their water before use. This will get rid of disease-causing bacteria. However, it will not remove pesticides that have entered the water. To further protect the water sources, we will relocate any nearby farms that could be contaminating the water. Additionally, we will relocate any bathrooms, we will fence off the water sources to deter animals, and we will alter the surrounding ground to prevent runoff contamination.
Our second objective is to increase the number of wells and ground springs. These can be built relatively easy, but are dependent on the location of groundwater. Therefore, these might have to be shared by multiple villages. In doing this, we would also teach the villagers how to build and maintain wells and ground springs. This would allow the villagers to build more and teach others. Also, by teaching the people how to maintain these water sources, we would be able to cut down on the number of water sources that become contaminated.
Finally, we plan to help the Malagasy people collect and utilize rainwater for use on farms. The first step in collecting rainwater is to create a system that collects the water. The water is usually drained from the roofs of shelters. The water also must be stored in sanitary conditions to prevent contamination. This often occurs in a large plastic or metal container next to each dwelling or in the center of the village near a central collection point. In general, a rainwater collection system could be built in each village within our area of focus. This has already been implemented in many other African countries. The following clip describes how a rainwater collection system was implemented in Mali.
Dans cette localité, proprement parlé, il arrive des moments où il y a de l'eau nulle part. Donc nous sommes en face d'un système de captage des eaux de pluie qui comprend essentiellement 3 parties. Une première partie qui consiste à l'ensemble captage et puis acheminement de l'eau. La deuxième partie, c'est les réservoirs. Et la troisième partie, c'est le système d'épuisage, la robinetterie. Donc ça leur permet d'éviter d'aller dans un autre village pour chercher de l'eau et ramener pour leurs besoins de la famille. Donc ça permet de stocker l'eau pendant la saison de pluie dans de bonnes conditions et de les garder pour l'usage pendant la saison sèche.
To make sure that our efforts are improving access to clean water, we will return to the sources that we helped improve and test the quality of the water. This will let us know if our efforts are working. For long-term improvement, we will look for increases in appropriate statistics such as access to clean water and people hospitalized from contaminated water. In order to accomplish our vision for Madagascar, resources such as funding and building materials will be necessary. We are partnering with the Strong Construction Company to provide us with a baseline for construction materials. If we are further provided with $6 million, we can build 100 wells, 500 rainwater collection sites, along with providing education and resources to maintain sanitary water sources in Madagascar.